I'm Joe Gertis, and this is Coffee in the Capitol. Our guest today is Yassmin Gramian, the Secretary of the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. Madam Secretary, thank you for joining us during this busy time of year.
Thank you, Joe. Glad to be with you this morning.
Just wanted to open up and see if you could give us a current status of our transportation infrastructure and some of your thoughts on the challenges of building and maintaining it.
Joe, as you know, while Act 89 has been very helpful, just thinking where we would be without it, we all recognize that the funding increase that came was not enough to defray all of our transportation's aging infrastructure needs. Even before the COVID-19 pandemic, you're likely aware that we face significant funding challenges. And COVID-19 has additionally impacted our funding, especially for highways and bridges. PennDOT receives 74% of its highway and bridge funding from state and federal gas taxes. And due to major traffic reduction in the early days of the pandemic, we lost a significant amount of revenue. Thankfully, traffic volumes are coming back up, but not at the pandemic levels. And regardless, that revenue is gone for good. Yeah. Even after the increases in traffic, the total loss projection is between $500 to $600 million through June of 2021. While we propose borrowing to offset the unrecoverable COVID losses, spreading the impact over a greater period of time, the Pennsylvania legislators did not act in this regard. We did not have the approval to bond. Without the ability to borrow, we're being forced to suspend nearly our entire design and construction program. There is not enough revenue to pay our contract bills. We can no longer rely on the gas tax to meet our highway and bridge needs. And on top of that, the federal government hasn't taken meaningful action to support transportation in years. Our challenge now is transitioning from a reliance on the gas tax, raising enough revenue to keep up with inflation and addressing our much more rapidly aging infrastructure.
Part of that gas tax, those decreasing revenues, those liquid fuels dollars come into local governments. So it's an important argument for us right now because there's a partnership here between the state and the local governments, and thought you could share some thoughts on that partnership and how we maintain the entire network together.
Absolutely, we do. And as you mentioned, PennDOT allocates over $500 million a year directly to municipalities to assist them with their maintenance of roads and bridges. It's never enough, right? Act 89 of 2013 did increase funding to municipalities as well. But similar to the state system, it didn't meet your aging infrastructure needs, and revenue is declining. Additionally, COVID-19 revenue impacts caused reduced distribution to municipalities to the tune of $50 million. Yeah. That's a good amount of money that you've lost because of COVID-19. We have significant investments in programs and staff to support our local partners, as you mentioned. For example, PennDOT Municipal Services representatives and financial consultants directly serve Pennsylvania's municipalities. Yes. Their primary role is to ensure the proper utilization of funds that PennDOT allocates to municipalities, but they really serve as the primary resource for municipalities as they navigate all things PennDOT. We're also invested in training local governments. PennDOT's Local Technical Assistant Program helps Pennsylvanians municipalities provide a safer, more efficient transportation. On average, the PennDOT LTAP training and technology transfer programs train and assist nearly 6,000 municipal employees per year free of charge. Additionally, through the PennDOT Connects initiative, PennDOT is further strengthening its partnership relationship with municipalities. PennDOT also hosts a long-standing quarterly municipal advisory committee meeting to share information with Pennsylvania's Municipal Association, including PSATs. It exists simply because all members of the committee see the value of investing the time in that relationship.
It is an important group, and we appreciate the opportunity to give our feedback there as well. Madam Secretary, as we switch from the funding side of it, which is a huge piece, obviously, I wanted to talk really about the future of transportation, and we're hearing a lot about autonomous vehicles and trucks and personal delivery devices and things we used to only see in science fiction, but they seem to be here or coming very quickly. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on what you see for the future of Pennsylvania's transportation network.
Emerging transportation technologies have the potential to help make transportation safer, increase mobility, reduce vehicle emissions, and provide new mobility options for all of our citizens. Drones could be used for a variety of tasks, including inspecting infrastructures, delivering materials, and possibly in the future, moving people. Make no mistake, these technologies will emerge, and we want to be on the leading edge of making things better for Pennsylvanians as it does.
Well, it's definitely an exciting time. Madam Secretary, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you for having me this morning. Thank you for the partnership, and we are here to support you and help the municipalities any ways we can. Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we have today. And remember, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to PSAT's YouTube channel and follow our social media pages for more Township Video News content. Next Tuesday, look for Dave Talk, and as always, thanks for watching.